Uh, we got that opening day close, so close to opening. It's so hard. It's like I want to take that so bad, but man, we're what 15 minutes from opening. Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing today? What do we got? We may give it a little push down there and see if it will hit it, but I'm not going to give it a lot of room to dip down, probably no more than 5 points. So we might risk $30 on this trade. The only place that I see we could bounce before we get down there would probably be 458. Also, we have a lot more news this morning coming too. So we have news at 8:45 or 9:45 and 10. So if it pulls down and bounces off that 58 area, we probably won't leave this on because it needs to be just like one push done. Then we'll go to break even fairly quick too. I definitely like the push to the upside this morning. The fact that we did not run the non-farm payroll wick up there at 520. So I'm thinking maybe we bounce off these 60s and we go straight back up today. So that 60 level is your overnight high range from yesterday. So that would be your first opening 30-minute candle from yesterday. Yeah, I've been trying to like figure out like a way to like trade the what do you want to call it? The yeah. So this is this is the range from yesterday. As you can see, a lot of support in this area. Nice bounce there, nice bounce there. So this will be the third bounce. So we'll, like I said, we'll give it one time to hit. If it doesn't hit, we will close the trade. We'll give it about a couple more minutes. If we don't get the push, we'll probably close it. We do not want to be in a trade near open. Give it about 2 more minutes to get down there. All right. So we're about 10 minutes away from the market open. So we're probably not going to take this. We're probably just going to go and take it off. Right now, we're moving back up. So I don't want to be in a trade near the opening, or I don't want to be stuck in a trade near opening, because that's just asking for, train wreck there. I was hoping that we could get a nice little push before the market opened earlier, but we just could not get below the 60s there. We kind of got stuck. I wouldn't mind seeing a little push up, push down, then a rip back up to the 520s. So that's what we're going to look for this morning. And also we got a wick back up there at 532. So we could have a nice little run up this morning. Hopefully it doesn't just go like a rocket where it just goes straight up. Watch this thing just rip down there and pop off that thing. The same trade happened yesterday morning at opening too, but we didn't take it. But it was at opening, so it's super hard to take these at opening with all that volatility. More likely, we're not going to be over trading today. So today's all about just kind of looking for a funded trade and just be done. So maybe wait on the 5-minute inside bar or something. I figure since the 5-minute was kind of a failed trade yesterday, hopefully today would be a nice winner today. I stayed away from the 5-minute yesterday because it was like a 30 something point candle, and I'm not willing to risk $600 on a trade. I prefer the candle to kind of be under 20 or be in a decent spot to take it, and yesterday it was not. So it was burning people on both ends if you did take that 5-minute trade. I'm kind of looking for a bounce off the 60s today and just a rip back up between 60 and 50. This is where I feel like that's going to be our bottom at this morning. Then for shorts, we want to look for shorts below like 40. Then so that's kind of the game plan for the day, guys. So this big square box here, this is something that I've been watching for a while, and I've also been telling Methodical Man to watch it. The only thing about today, you do have it's right above the 90, so that's probably the only, I want to say, downfall to that. It's above the 90, because I hate taking that first trade into like the whole number. So maybe this morning we can look for a push through the whole number, retest this area here, then look for a possible long. So that would be probably the safer way to play that. I mean, if you have the boys and the balls too, you can just play the breakout. But I always stay away from breakouts leading up to the whole number. Those. Watch this thing bang 10 points off here this morning. I mean, I guess I could stick my eval on there and see what happens with 1 micro or something. Let's see. All right, so there's that 60 level, guys. That was that first 60 hit. That was pretty much right on top of the what did I say? The opening range high from yesterday. And I really haven't started taking those. I don't know how much I trust them, but man, it just banged 10 points. The Ripper. The Ripper off that opening range high, guys. That's what I was saying. I think that could possibly be the low of the morning, somewhere around that area. Or if we push even down to the lows, is down to the 430s, kind of like yesterday, then push back above the 60s. Then maybe look for long above the 60s or something. See? Oh, it missed it by a few points. 57. Sorry about my chat, guys. I was watching charts, so if I missed something with the chat, sorry about that. Good morning, guys. I'm sorry. I got so focused on watching numbers and charts that I forgot about the chat. Sorry about that. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I've been trying to find like some kind of strategy to trade in the evening during like the Asia market and stuff, but man, I just cannot get that down. I struggle with those super slowed markets like that. I'm hoping we get that nice pullback, like you were saying, back down to the 30s outer, and then run these data wicks here. So we got 2 nice data wicks. Unfortunately, we could chop around. We do have 3-star news at 9:45 and 10 o'clock this morning. So unfortunately, we could just chop this morning, and maybe the news plays may end up taking out these data wick. So this little small wick here was, I want to say, non-farm payroll. Non-farm payroll didn't offer the 200 points like I thought it usually does. And this 8:30, that was another news play here. And like I said, we have more news coming. What did I say? 9:45 and 10 o'clock. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, non-manufacturer 43 minutes and S&P Global PMI services. So that's the news that we have this morning. 28 minutes, which is or 15 minutes, which is 9:45, and this other one's at 10. So just be aware of that if you're taking trades. Or if you're in entries, just you don't want to be stuck in those entries. That's going to suck, man. We're going to run all the way up there, take out those data wicks without that pullback this morning. Makes me sad, guys. All right, less than 30 seconds to go before the market open. We're going to do our best to try to just sit on the sidelines until the market calms down a little bit. I just don't want to jump out and get wrecked. We're going to try not to overtrade today. We're just strictly hopefully looking for funded trades, and then we'll kind of focus on our evals. Now, what you like to see is it go up here. Then if it comes back through this 15-minute candle, it could just sell back through. Let's see if this 15-minute holds. That's the top of your 8 to 8:15 15-minute candle there. So close to opening. It's so hard to take this at opening because we're, like I said, we're not going to take this within the first 5 minutes of opening. I think that's just asking for it. So you would have missed it. You would have probably missed that by 3 points. So what that 57 was, that is the opening range. What do you want to call it? Opening range high from yesterday at the opening. That was your first 30-minute candle that we just bounced off of. You sold everything going south? Where are you going to? Texas, Ponzi? All right. Sorry, there comes those data wicks up there. Maybe if we can push up a little bit and find support there on top of the 90s again. Dude, that opening range banged. All right, another retest of that. So I would never take the first trade into the whole number because you get this type of setup. You don't want to take this unless it's at least a second. So you want to see it hit the 110 up here or this 510, then pull back, then as it's going back up. That's usually the smarter play. But anytime that you take a straight place into the whole number, you get stopped. Oh. So look, that thing hit literally the whole number, reverse, almost 30 points, then pop. So there comes your 10. Now you want to see another pullback here. man. Good morning, Java. How are you doing today? Ooh, you were taking the 508 short. I'm surprised you got short that soon. I didn't know if you'd wait for that 30 ran first, because that 30 up there. So there's that 715 wick. That's insane that we had a 100-point rip off of that freaking opening range high from yesterday. Oh, did you catch a lot of that outer? Or is that money flying away? Is that money flying away? I like that little symbol. I've never seen that before. What does the 5-minute chart look like? I mean, I seriously doubt we. All right, you would think that we'd get 50% of that. Probably a pullback all the way to the 90s would be my guess. 95. Man, what a freaking pump. Then it just literally just rerun the whole thing over again. That 87's the top of that 15-minute range at the opening. Wasn't sure if that was going to be the reverse. See the 50% pullback here. We're going to go to break even. This is a quick trade, sorry. Yeah, break even. I knew that 60 was freaking 60. There's a lot of resistance at 60s. That's why I pointed that out earlier. I may just have to wait for it to get below 40. We're just trying to knock out 10 points real quick, but did not grab it. What it is that 56, 57 area, that's where the resistance is from yesterday. I thought maybe since this was the fourth push that we may finally get that push through the 50s. Man, look at this thing. All right, 1 minute till news, so we're going to have to wait. Oh my goodness. Which way does it go? I'm thinking they're back to the outer's target, that 30 down there. Yeah, we have PMI news. I think it's PMI. I looked at it a while ago. I just know it's in 1 minute. We've had a lot of news this morning. We have it at 9:45 and 10 o'clock today. So just be careful if you're in a trade. Or at least be at break even or something. You know, you don't want to just get wrecked on a news play. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully it doesn't do too much. All right, let's see. We hit this 10 and pull back a little bit off of this. There's the first 10 hit. Damn it, I got in that late. Might get wrecked on this thing. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Yep, got fuck. Ugh. That sucks. That brought us back down to $300. All right, so we're going to be red on that today. price action's insane. I can't believe we got stuck at those freaking 10s twice. Man, I thought once we broke those 10s, we would have went. Dude, those 60s have been just a straight wall, guys. Man, this stuff's just chopping like crazy right now. I gotta get all my Apex accounts. Fuck. Might just have to wait till after 10 o'clock. Got a 5-minute inside bar, but the fact that you're taking that into the 60s would be hard. Hmm. This 5-minute candle looks horrible right now. All right, we got 2 minutes till news, guys, so be aware of that if you're in a trade. Yeah, more news at 10. I'm hoping it doesn't mess with the market too much, honestly. I hope it's just like a little bitty type movement. $20. Dude, the 60 has been a solid wall. Oh my goodness. 60s has definitely been the long area. Everybody's waiting for the sweep of the lows. Ooh. All right, here comes those lows. I don't know if we just sweep them or if we just keep selling. No, we just hit them. Man. More than likely, we're going to probably make a push down to the 2300s or 2300s, 400s, whatever. Just kind of be impatient, waiting here, guys. Just kind of got to get back above those 38s. Those 38s is kind of the wall right here. I'm kind of wondering if we get back those 60s, we go all the way back to the highs again. Ooh, this stuff is brutal, guys. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Yeah, it's that 38. That's a big old stop loss. Ugh. Target 416. It's been a lot of fakery below that 438 there. That 438's the opening range. All right, comes the 50 EMA touch for the 1 minute. Damn. Moose thought lost the break even. Nice trade, outer. Nice on your trade there, Outer. Man, these 5 minutes have just been just straight dog butt. We're below the 15-minute range here, our 15-minute candle. Oh, that was a 410 hit. Man, do we find the low here? Probably need like a 50% pullback. Let's see, pivot here. Pull back up to the 40s possibility. Are those 38s? We got back above the 38s. Holy crap. I really don't like the longs unless we're back above the 60s. Or back below the 40s for shorts. It's got a lot of resistance here in the 60s, guys. I don't really like the shorts unless we're back below the 40s. Because I know that 38, and you also got that EMA down there. So not really buying the shorts quite yet. Usually if you follow your EMAs, usually you want to see the kind of the EMAs in order. All right, here comes the 60 level. I want to see us back above the 60s if we're going to look for longs. Like maybe a push and retest the 60s. Because sitting at 71 is your 21 EMA on the 5-minute. There's your 60 break. There's your 71. Come on, get a pullback here. No, damn it. I don't want to close this. Okay. Whew. It's like, damn, is that thing going to open? Don't want it to lose 85 here. If it loses 85, it's probably coming back down. Damn it. Losing 85 here. Ah, damn it. Come on, my runner got stopped out, so we only ended up with 175. So far, we're going to be red on our Apex accounts. We were down like $300 today, so that's why we had to shut those down. And we switched over to Bulenox fundeds. For Bulenox, this was the trade that we were just in for 175. And I also took a trade on minis earlier off stream. Dude, I thought we would be running those highs. I may risk $60 here of my profit here just to do 3 micros. Man, we get this one good looking candle, then we went straight back to big wick candles. Are you still waiting on your entry, outer? Nah. I just didn't have the confidence to re-enter that. I don't know why that 60's been a straight wall, so I don't know why I didn't, but we didn't. Should get a reversal off of the 502s. No? Damn, we went straight through the twos. I thought we would reverse right there. Oh, never mind. It didn't let me down. At the top of that 15 minutes there. Get above 502. If we lose 502, I'll shut this trade down. Oh, fuck. I didn't even get time to shut it down. God damn it. Excuse my language. Damn it. It knocked us back down to $100. Yeah, that 502 is kind of like the 50% of the area. I thought once we got above that 50%, we would make at least a run up to the 20s. So we'll wait and see what happens here. Another retest of the 90 there. Come on, 502. It's so whippy, guys, so we're going to break even fast. Oh no, one candle away, son of a bitch. Hopefully this holds at 502. 502 hit. Oof. Right on top of 502. I had to move it just right down below it. No, damn it. Come on, 502. There we go. Look at 502, guys. It didn't let me down. I was worried. beast mode on 501, guys. 502 had me worried. Had me worried. I'm not gonna lie. We hit that 25 though. We could pull back here. We need 15 to hold. So this is why we're going to stay right below 15. Almost want to hit the 30. Almost want to take 30. That's that wick down. Short 535. Take as much points out of this. I'm not going to be a stickler for 16 bucks, guys. Stop loss should probably be down at the teens, but like I said, it's a funded account, so we're going to take what we can get. There we go. Might run into some resistance at that 30 level. You got the 50 all the way up there if you want to target those highs off that wick. Woo! Thank goodness the 502 held. I was a little worried. So all these are just Fibonacci levels that we're looking at, guys. So this while ago, this is why I said above 60s. This is why I like the long above 60s, because we're at the overall 60% low of the total move. That 502 is the 50% of the move, and it's sitting at 502. You can see this is why my stop loss was just right below it. We literally tagged it on that candle right there, and just that's when we ripped. So this is the, I want to say, day high here at 30. I'm not sure what that D stands for. I'm assuming day, but I'm not sure. So if you're just curious where I got the 502 level. Uh-oh. I'm not really sure why I'm buffing there. Sorry about that. Oh, that 30 was such a nice area to pick. Then there's the pullback into that 15. Looks so bearish. Let's see if that 50% mark. Gotta stay above 502. Do we have a nice possible 50 EMA bounce today? I definitely like that bounce off this 50 EMA down here at 83, because if you look over to at this 5 minutes, you got all that sitting there. 86. We may take this with like 2 micros or something. But yeah, no, I kind of like that long area too, outer. I just don't know if we get down there. It has a lot to push through right here. I mean, I don't see how we don't take out these 50s back up here. If we jump in, guys, we're down to 2. We're going to be jumping down to just 2 micros. So we're going to just hold on to our profit. So, but if we can add like a little 10-point pointer or a little 20-point runners with a couple mics, so that's kind of the game plan at the moment. Let's see. Like I said, we're over 3 on those last 2 trades with this account. We're up 345. Ooh, man, I don't know if I'm gonna get if that's just a fake out there. The top of that 15-minute candle is sitting at 13. There's the 13. Hitting it. Nope, can't get above it. Come on, get up above that 13 level. If I can get above it, then hit it on the backside. Damn it. If I get in this trade, I only have to risk 3 or 4 points. That's the game plan here. Oh, look at that. Man, the market knows everybody's got their freaking stop loss sitting at freaking the 13s. Now we have to start a new freaking candle, man. I was so hoping it would have printed above 13 here. Here we go. No, don't blast through it. No. I convene it for 5 points, 7 points. Damn it. Oh, come on. Come on. Pull back. Pull back. If it pulls back. I don't know if I want to be in this for more than like 5 points, guys. Wish I could have got a little bit better entry. We got enough room to hold. Damn it. All right, maybe one more retest of that area, then we can maybe jump back in. I feel like that 13 level is probably should have stop lost here. See if it holds. Nope. Wow. That thing just broke that hard. May actually just get that 83 bounce down here, guys. Nope. I was really hoping that 13 was going to hold for us on that. The 5 minutes still looks like garbage.
Unknown caller.
What time? Oh shit, it's almost 10 o'clock, guys. Or 11 o'clock. And did we attempt this again? We're only about 5 points off of that 13 level. All right, we'll give it a whirl. Nah. We lost, what, 30 bucks on that one? What it is, we got the high of that 15-minute candle from this morning. And so we're kind of still in that 15-minute range. We haven't reran that 15-minute range up at 50. So that's why I was looking for a long queue. I was trying to get up there without risking a lot of money. No, we lost less than that because I forgot we're only in two what do you want to call it? Two micros there. So actually we only lost like $15 because I think we were at 330 and now we're at 313. We'll keep a short lease on this 50 EMA bounce here. So that's what you're seeing on the 5 minutes because I'm taking my trades on 1 minute, but we've also been watching the 5-minute chart. So possible 88. I mean, we got a lot of craziness there in the 80s. And it's sitting at the top of a 15-minute candle also. A lot of closing of the 15 minutes in this area. Yeah, so like I said, we're up 313 overall in this account that we're looking for this little bounce. What I like to do is eventually get tagged in and see if we can make that run back up to the highs up here. But usually if you get below 50%, well, no, we ran the bottom, so we're over 50% of the total move to the upside. So you would think that we at least want to run those 550s. This will be my last trade, guys. I have somewhere I have to go after this. it just doesn't want that pullback. It's going to go to the, watch it ended up going to the freaking 50s without us, without the pullback. Does the 13 finally hold? We done hit this 13 so many times. I just don't know if it has any left in the 13. I know. I want to get in as close as I can to this 13 level. This way, if it pulls back, I'm not losing very much in points. So I'm only going to be in this point for like 3-5 points, $20 at the max. Come on, pop. We just hit the top of the freaking... What it is, that 26 is the top of the 15-minute candle. It should maybe hit these next 30 level after the 26. We get through the 26, it should hit 30. There it goes. There's the 30. You got 5. All right. I couldn't get my stop loss set up for that 35 in time outer. Got a little wick right there, so I'm hoping these wicks save us. Creating another little bear flag here. Need 26 to hold up here. Need 26 to hold him back above 30. Your 35 outer is holding. Give me the wick, guys. Just give me that wick up there. That's all we're asking for. Just that little wick. Banging today on the fundeds, guys. Actually, it's a 50-50. We're freaking red on our Apex fundeds, unfortunately. I swear, once I'm If I fail those things, we'll be done with Apex. I swear, I've been having a nightmare with those things. Come on, 26. 26 has got a hold here. Nope. Nope. All right. Boom. Oh, well. We're going to have about the same amount of profit on each account, which is about $350 a piece. I didn't trade this one on stream today, but this is the one that I've been mainly trading for the last probably hour here. So we're up $350. All right, guys. Thank everybody for watching today. And watch it hold this 26 and still go. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. You too, Outer. Have a good day at work. I know. I can see us. We're at those highs right now that you're talking about. I can see us maybe pushing all the way back down to 469. Where was your take profit at? Oh, just a 2-to-1. I already closed down my charts because we don't want to be taking no more trades, guys. So. Nice on taking that trade at the 35s, Outer. What is that 535 entry from, Outer? Oh, the New York, the wick high. Okay. Yeah, the Bears are definitely, or Bulls are definitely in control at the moment. I just don't. I almost wish I could have. I almost wanted to target the 590s up there at that weak 50% move up at the 590s. I mean, I feel like we could even get that if we break above that 15 minutes over there. This will be your 15 minutes range there. Right there. I'm so annoyed that if I was a little bit more patient, man, I could have found some better entries with my other funded account. Man. Oh, you just do $58 a day on yours? Yeah, this is probably the most I've ever had in my Bulenox accounts. Um, like, what is it? I'm up at 2,300 right now, 2,200. So that's probably the most I've ever had. Yeah, this morning was tough. If I was a little bit more patient, I could have found better trades because I've got a lot of good longs off these upper 15-minute candles that we were running, but wasn't being patient enough. The market makers. Oh, did my camera freeze? I think it did. Uh, Cameras froze. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll either be back tomorrow or maybe even later tonight, depending on how I feel later today. Thank you guys for watching today.